Good day, everything new under the sun here. I want to bring you a quick article. This is breaking Israel news about Russia and war, and just an update on the missile systems that Russia is bringing into Syria. An angry Russia moves S-400 anti-aircraft missile systems into Syria, and obviously this is in retaliation to Turkey shooting down the plane, and it looks like there possibly was some coordination between maybe Turkey and NATO and Obama, because Russia and the U.S. are kind of fighting two sides of the battle there. U.S. wanting Bashar Assad out, and Russia keeping Bashar Assad in power by fighting anybody who has a gun against Bashar Assad, which includes quote moderate rebels and ISIS. And U.S. has actually Obama has actually accused Putin just as such, going after the moderate rebels who the U.S. pays for, supports, supplies with weapons, and Russia going after both of them, and then you got Turkey here shooting down the Russian fighter jets. Now, just before I start here, there was an incursion, I believe, of a Russian aircraft just recently in Israel, but it turned out Israel and Russia are actually cooperating in terms of military hardware in Syria, so nothing came of that. Israel's pretty smart, and Israel stands alone. Israel doesn't move in the directions that NATO moves. So in terms of conspiracy, they do their own thing. They don't follow anybody's lead, whereas the rest of the NATO nations, I would think they work together strategically in these cases. The verse in this one, Breaking Israel News, which is a Christian prophetic site, latest news from a biblical perspective. Son of man, set your face toward Gog and the land of Magog, the prince of Rosh, Meshach, and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus says the Lord God, Behold, I am against you, O Gog, prince of Rosh, Meshach, and Tubal. And a lot of commentators believe that is Russia, or at least at minimum includes Russia, and includes Turkey as well, parts of Turkey at the very minimum. Russia has moved the S-400 Growler air defense missile systems to its airbase near Latakia in Syria after Turkey had shot down a Russian Sukhoi 24 bomber. The official Russian news agency TASS reported the S-400 systems will ensure the safety of the Russian air group's flights and will destroy any target posing a threat. Also, as of this week, Russian aircraft and helicopters on combat missions will be accompanied by fighter jets and covered by aerial electronic warfare systems. So what we've had is a complete buildup of military here. Now they've got everything in Syria. They've got ships, they've got surface-to-air systems, they've got aircraft, helicopters, troops on the ground. They've got absolutely everything in Syria now. And now you can't have any rogue shoot-downs happen, because Russia will respond in kind, and I think they are being very strong here. Now all the northern provinces in Syria bordering on Turkey, as well as the northeastern provinces bordering on Iraq, are tracked by our S-400 system, and targets can be hit at a depth of up to 200 miles. Military expert and editor-in-chief of Arsenal of the Fatherland Journal, Victor, told TASS, adding with a tone reminiscent of what a sleeping bear must sound like after being poked with a stick, which is what happened when Turkey shot down their fighter and their helicopter. Therefore, as it turns out, with the deployment of the S-400 at the Kamenin Air Base, the territory of Turkey is visible within the distance of about 250 miles, while fire can be delivered at a distance of 125 and 155 miles in depth. Turkey has itself to blame, according to this, for creating such a situation when now its plane may be shot down if they enter Syrian airspace even for a second, because that's what Russia is alleging. Even if Russia's fighters went in Syria for 7 seconds, I think is what they're saying, Russia is prepared to shoot them down now in retaliation. Now, the S-400 system will track all Turkish warplanes approaching the border. The S-400 is a sword of Damocles that will hang over the heads of potential intruders. So a complete escalation. Russia has all their military hardware in place in Syria. and now it's really a question of what is the U.S. going to do, and when does Russia move it down towards Israel? Now, but what we're looking for is an Iran-Russian alliance to come against Israel, and that being the Ezekiel 38 war there. So it's interesting stuff, and just a bit of an update for you on what's happening in Syria.